Getting it real with Wong Chun Wai on the hottest topics, frank, engaging and candid. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Serial Gadis Kretek yang ditayang di Netflix sudah berada di tangga pertama di 22 negara yang merupakan satu fenomena. Bersama dengan kita hari ini ialah Dian Sastrowardoyo yang memegang watak Dasia di dalam serial ini. Please welcome the one and only Dian Sastro. Salam bahagia, salam madani Indonesia and Malaysia and followers from around the world. Tetamu kita adalah satu tetamu yang memang top of the top. Satu artis yang terkemuka di Malaysia dan di Indonesia. So, she is the number one movie personality in Malaysia now and in 22 other countries. We are proud to have with us the Gadis Kretek herself, Dasia, Jeng Yah, the one and only Dian Sastrowardoyo.
Hello.
Thank you for joining in so much. Okay, now without wasting any more time, I know time is really tight for you. I will just go into the question. Okay. Dian, saya nak tanya, apakah sambutan yang diterima selepas Gadis Kretek, adakah Dian berasa sambutan yang ini sudah luar biasa, reaksi dan apakah jangkaan Dian on this? What is your expectation on this phenomena series?
To be honest, I didn't expect it was going to be this big, this huge. Saya benar-benar terkejut sekali. Then I was really overwhelmed by the warm welcome from everybody, and not just from Indonesia. And it's very heartwarming to see the warm welcome from neighboring countries like Malaysia and Singapore and Brunei. Saya excited sekali untuk melihat bagaimana sambutannya di beberapa negara Asia lainnya, yang saya bahkan sangat-sangat tidak menyangka kita bahkan disambut sangat baik di beberapa negara di Amerika Selatan seperti Argentina, Peru, Brazil, Puerto Rico, Romania. Jadi mungkin kalau sekarang kita jualan kebaya di Romania mungkin banyak orang mau beli.
Jadi Dian, the what is shown in the Puerto Rico or in South America, Argentina, they are using bahasa Indonesia.
Yeah, maybe they are watching the dubbed version with their local language, because it is dubbed in several languages across the world. But I don't know, maybe they just relate with the story, or maybe it's the cinematography or everything in it.
So for me, I was watching it in bahasa Indonesia. Some of my friends decided to have the audio in bahasa Jawa.
Really?
So in Malaysia, yes. So my friends talk about this series all the time. We do analysis, we compare. There's a lot of questions. So what we do is to have all these questions from my fans and my friends. They say that, okay, adakah Dian bersetuju bahawa platform seperti Netflix telah membantu jumlah penonton? If it wasn't for Netflix, would you feel that it would not have exploded so much?
Yes, I actually feel that Netflix helped that the distribution level is in another level. I mean, back in the days, we only have conventional streaming line like the cinema or the TV, local TV. But now with Netflix, and it's distributed globally in 197 countries, we can see that as a possibility. It's really about how your story and how your product is actually being relatable to the local viewers of that country. And it liberates us filmmakers to, send across our voices to different countries. I mean, I think cinema has always been speaking in a very universal type of language. I mean, like, I always believe in film language, but when I was in Macau Film Festival, I was watching 7 different films from 7 different countries that I don't know anything about. I don't understand their culture. I don't speak their language. But when I see the movie, I feel all the emotions and the
Yeah.
acting and the story and the depth of the work from the director and the actors. And that is the kind of film language that I hope people will see and experience by watching our work in Gadis Kretek.
I guess there always be universal themes like love, passion, ambition,
Yes,
human relations. These are universal values, and that it cuts across all races and countries.
yes.
So,
And women
so
empowerment is also very universal across the
exactly.
country.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How did you prepare yourself for this role? Apakah yang Dian lakukan untuk menghayati watak Dasia? What did you have to do?
Well, I did a lot of approach actually for this project. I was using a new approach in acting. I mean, before when I was younger, I used to do method acting, meaning when I go into a character, I hold on to it until it's wrapped. But
Okay.
for this particular project, I was learning from a new acting coach, and I really like his approach. It's using gate system, so it's like the same approach that Emmy Rossum used
Uh,
for one of her last works. So you use like sense memory gate to go into the character, and then you use the same gate to go out from the character, and then go back to yourself. So it's really interesting, actually. It's a new thing that I just learned, methodology in acting theory. And it's really sustainable because I'm also a mother and a wife right now. I don't think method acting is actually very sustainable for a person that has a life
yeah,
already, a family life like me right now. Jadi saya senang sekali saya bisa menggunakan metode pintu. Uh,
okay.
untuk Dasia, kita bikin pintunya itu sensoric through perfume. And I
Perfume.
prepared different perfumes with rose-based scents that helped me go into different phases of Dasia's life. And it's really
Okay.
interesting because it's very meticulously designed. And I did a graphic, like a very meticulous design of Dasia's life phase, like
Mm,
when she was still young, when she
okay.
actually got a chance to develop her own sauce. And then when, oh no, that dream is crushed because now she knows there's no point I'm getting to be married off anyway with Seno, and there's no point of having any dream anymore. And then wait a minute, oh, this Raya guy came and rescued my dream. Oh, I'm in a new love. Oh, now I'm gonna marry Raya. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I got abducted. So it's like different phases. I think I was developing like 6 different phase of Dasia's life. And it's really meticulous because you cannot go into the wrong phase because the
Sure.
shooting is not apa ya, nggak ada berurutan, tidak berurutan dari
Sure.
fase 1 fase sampai fase terakhir kan. Jadi kadang-kadang you really need to know, okay, which scene is this one and which phase is it? Like, okay, which perfume to get because you need to separate all those different phases. It has
Okay.
different makeups, it has
Mm,
different feel, and it has
yes.
different body language. Oh, body language. I also use the gait of how she walks and how she talks and how she breathes as the gate into going into the character. And it's very meticulous.
Mm,
And I'm so glad I got the ample time to get ready and develop all those homework as an actor with the guidance of this acting coach. Actually, the acting coach is also the actor
okay.
that plays as my father, Bapak
Okay.
Rukman Rosadi, and I totally recommend him to any of those actors that wants to learn acting. He's really
I
legit.
see.
He helped me a lot.
Because what was most noticeable was Dacia walking very elegantly,
Yeah,
very slowly,
yeah,
with the slow pace, and this elegance was reflected in the character that you played. And I think that was the most noticeable. You carried it well. When I saw your walking, it reminded me because I watched Kartini, the when we had to go on the floor to to walk.
yeah.
So
Aku dodok, aku
how much
dodok.
yes how much effort was made to do this practicing to walk? You mentioned a bit of it just now. Was there a lot of effort taken to learn how to walk
Yeah.
precisely?
Yes. So the way she walks, Camila Andini, my director, she designed Dasia's character very meticulously. She specifically requests me to walk and talk and breathe slowly, like maybe 4 times slower than my normal breathing in my normal walk.
Yeah.
And the way she walks, she ordered to be like gliding through life. So she doesn't have to
Gliding.
like, she cannot really
Yes.
like move like this or like going left
Yes.
and right like that, but she needs to glide it. And that to be done and to look effortlessly actually took a lot of effort to practice. I spent weeks and months just to learn how to walk like Dacia. And it takes such a meticulous apa ya, my muscle to sampai sore every day because I have to walk and I have to really make sure that it's steady walk. That means your knee should not really be held straight at all. Jadi kayak you absorb the apa ya, the impact from your steps in your slightly bended knees. I took a course in Suzuki method with
Oh,
Ibu Ina Febrianti. She's the actor that played as my mother. She
okay.
she teaches me because in Suzuki method there's a slow 10 walk, and
Okay.
it's a similar walk, but it's more Japanese theatrical.
Yes.
But I actually adopt the way the body can absorb the impact in each step. So it's really really interesting to do.
Yeah.
I'm glad
You
I
use
got
the
this opportunity.
you use the right word. It was like gliding.
Yes.
Now, you appeared to me like somebody who is an extrovert. Dacia
Yeah,
was a
I
woman
am
with
extrovert.
have little words. It was
Yes.
always the eye movement, the looks that she had, like the piercing eyes, like it's sort of like, okay, know your place, behave and stern, no nonsense. Did you have to sort of like shut yourself down, not talk so much to prepare for that role? When I want to the camera, I'll be the one that's no
Yeah.
nonsense.
So for this role, I actually stopped seeing my friend. I stopped socializing for for approximately 6 to 7 months because I'm a very
Oh,
social person. I
okay.
play tennis, I cycle. Every week I meet 3 to 4 different group of friends in sports and in everything. I go to cafes, I gossip, I socialize. But in order to go into Dacia, I restrained myself from meeting anybody. Well, of course, I need to meet my family because I still live with them. But when the family is out in school, like the kids are in school and my husband's at work, I have this discipline to not meet anybody, not turn any TV, not listen to any radio or modern music. When I do turn on the music, it's always classic Javanese music or keroncong in the 1940s
Notice.
era. Yeah,
Mm,
so I keep my psyche to, let's say, live in that kind of era, and I only entertain myself by reading books. So it's all very manual, they're all very analog. Um, and I practice myself to walk around the house slowly, move slowly, breathe slowly, talk slowly. And if it's not necessary, I don't communicate with people. I just
yeah,
enjoy my time with myself. And it was really painful in the beginning, but I
sure.
get to enjoy it half the way. And then I I I I get to this point where I kind of actually enjoy that
Yeah,
solitude. And when you meet that moment, then you're welcome to welcome the Sia character into
right.
your home, your psyche, your body. And and it took a while for me to enjoy that kind of space, that kind of solitude. And it's only when you
Yeah,
enjoy doing it that it looks good on camera.
yes.
It's only when it's enjoyable to do it that people enjoy looking at it. It's when it's still painful to do it, like the first few times, it won't be as enjoyable to see.
Sure.
So it needs time and process to go into that moment of enjoyment to do it. So when you enjoy people waiting for your answer and then you still take your time and you know what, maybe I'm not
Yeah.
gonna answer. Stuff like that. In real life it wouldn't happen that way. Yeah.
So they are talking about 1940s, the nostalgic feeling, the whole what do you call it, the emotions of 1940s. So di manakah lokasi penggambaran kemaikan dibuat? For example, the railway station. Where was it in Indonesia?
Well, with the railway station, we use a very old station in Tuntang. It's in Semarang. You can
Okay.
actually still visit it. They really decorate and set up the whole station. Yeah, tapi it's still there. It's
Okay.
really nostalgic. Yeah, they use a very very old train. Also, they kind of like made this whole executive lounge in one of the gerbong
Yeah.
kereta apinya. Tapi it's really, I think they've done a pretty good job.
Yes. Yes. I need to ask you this question. I know you have answered it before. The question I have is, adakah filem Gadis Kretek mengenai industri kretek, or is it even financed? This whole movie financed by industri kretek?
No, it's not financed by any member of the industry Kretek. It is an homage of the industry, but it's also more about how it wants to highlight the fact that the Kretek industry used to be a home industry, and a lot of it actually didn't survive because a lot of it is because it's home industry. Usually, when the owner dies, the whole industry dies with him too. Jadi
Okay.
all you see, like the big names in Kretek world right now that you see, it's just the survivor of the original Kretek industry that flourished back in 1930s, 1920s.
Right.
And Gadis Kretek's trying to tell a story about this and how crucial is the sauce, like how original is the flavor, stuff like that. But it is never funded by any of the
Yeah.
Kretek company. No, I think some of them really eager to fund it, but I don't think the producers are letting that happen
Okay.
because they still want to be independent and still want to be
Yeah.
neutral. I think
Yes.
even the writer of the novel is just inspired by Roro Mendut, and she's intrigued by a love story that happens in that setting. I think it's really interesting.
But for sure, because that most Malaysians are quite familiar with Kretek. They know the
Kretek,
smell of
yeah.
Kretek. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as a boy, I tried Kretek. So, do you actually smoke Kretek? Or
Well,
do you actually smoke?
I will not answer that. It's very personal. But as you can see in the film set and in the production, of course, I smoked. I do my
Sure.
own personal limping, and because
Yeah.
it's part of the, you know,
Sure.
my apa ya, homage to the character and to the story. That's why I do it.
But I'm sure now that the Siri has been so successful, and I'm sure the industry will also benefit. Okay, the next question I have is, apa kecabaran dan kenangan yang terbesar untuk Dian di dalam menghasilkan Gadis Kretek? What were the memories of any particular moments which was to you was something you will never forget?
Okay, one of the memories. There are a lot of funny memories. Apa ya? Okay, the moment when my dad died and he died in my arms, right? And then
Yeah.
it was really kayak situasi sangat genting because apa kita suddenly the sun has rise already, and then kita
Yeah.
udah kayak
Yeah.
kehabisan waktu untuk shoot the whole scene because the continuity is supposed to be a night scene, but it sudah terang gitu. And then
Yes, yes.
we need to shoot it in a different night. But at that different night, the actor that plays my father is not available schedule wise.
Oh.
So one of the assistant sutradara needs to stand in as him. So they dress him up, si Ari Rusyadi, and then they give him makeup to look a lot like my dad. And then he stand in, and I was like holding his head, like I was like crying, because that moment they haven't got that shot. That was really funny because people were like joking, yeah, Ari, kayak, like next time take a shower first or something like that. It was really funny. But it's all good. Like we're all friends and it's all funny. So it's a
Yeah.
lot of funny and fun time during the process. I mean, like, despite the movie and the story is very serious, but when we were filming it, it was really conducive. Everybody had a lot of fun. Everybody was collaborating nicely.
Yeah.
That's why it's like a dream project to be in. I'm so glad I'm in it. It's really,
Yeah.
if you can see, I've shared behind the scene moments from my own
Yes.
camera in my phone. I posted in my Instagram, and it shows how everything is fun, everybody's laughing. Sometimes you
Yeah.
need to be very serious into the character, and then like cut, oh, bloopers, and then like you laugh
Yes.
again. I mean, like if you're doing a method acting, you will not be able
Yeah.
to do that. But we're not doing method acting, so it's really
I
fun.
enjoyed the bloopers as well. With all the
Oh,
funny
yeah.
sounds, we interrupted the shooting.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Okay. I just want to ask you about the without wanting to spoil people who have not watched the series. Okay, I will be very
Yeah.
careful here because I'm sure a lot of people want to watch it, but the railway station. So I'm watching episode 5. Okay, so my view is that I expected that scene to go on a little bit more. So what happened after the railway scene in episode 5? I thought it ended abruptly. Okay.
What happened after the railway?
Episode
Oh,
5.
Episode 5 in the railway station scene.
Yeah, so we shall not say too much about that. Okay, you have
Okay.
been reunited with Raya and all of
Yeah.
us say, oh, they finally have reunited. And
Yeah.
then, okay, they're going to meet again, but we already ended, so I won't say anymore. So not to spoil it. So I was
Yeah.
expecting more. Okay. Just to move on a bit. In this the movies, okay, now it's going to be a cult movie. Okay, I watched Adapa dengan Cinta. That was the first time I watched your movie. Okay, that was the first one, and it was very contemporary. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and then thanks to Netflix, I begin to watch more and more of your movies. Okay,
Oh, thank
yes,
you. Thank
yeah,
you, Netflix.
yeah. What was the last one? The one about your cooking trip
Yeah,
during COVID.
Aruna salad.
Aruna and the
Aruna
palette,
salad.
right? Okay.
Yeah, eat all the
Yes, yes,
time, yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
I even
So
go
do
to
you think
Borneo. Yeah.
this one will be I think it's going to be bigger, okay? I mean that Ada Apa Dengan Cinta is an old movie. People remember you for that. Now, fast forward 2023, do you think that this monster hit, okay, this global thing will turn this into a cult series?
I hope so. I can only hope, but it's really not up to me, isn't it? I really see that the technology and the platform Netflix has given us is really changing the whole landscape of movie streaming right now. Because
Yeah,
before Ada Pengantin happens before there's any Netflix, it was really
yes,
apa ya? It's like it's you need to go to the cinema to watch it, or you need to
yeah,
buy the DVD to watch it. But now it's in everybody's phone, it's in
yeah,
everybody's house. You just subscribe and
right,
it can only happen because of Netflix. I mean, I could never dream
right,
that any of my work would be appreciated highly as a top 10 most viewed in Argentina, let's say, or in Romania. People that I have I don't
yeah,
even ever go to Argentina. I never really even go to Romania. People don't know me there. So it's really
yeah,
based on Netflix ini
yeah.
algorithm. So it's the technology that enables that to happen. So
Hmm.
I am very grateful. I think this is something that you can reflect on. I think
Yeah.
technology and distribution plays a key role in this phenomena.
So you have this global audience, but the news report says that your husband has refused to watch Gadis Kretek. Okay. Oh, I need to know, why is he so
Yeah.
reluctant to watch Gadis Kretek?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's been very supportive of my career, and I'm so truly grateful about that. But I think, when somebody chooses not to watch it, it's okay, let them be. I think he can support my career in any other way than to just watch this one.
It must be Raya. Ini pasar Raya ni. Ini hari Raya ni.
But
Okay,
I think this is my first time working with Aryo Bayu, in
yeah,
such an intense romance
yeah,
story. But working with Bayu has been a really good experience because he's such a good friend, and
yeah,
it's really professional. I think in order to deliver this kind of romance story, you can also do it like very, very in a cool
yeah.
professional working environment. It's really nice and it's really liberating knowing that this actually can be done
Yes.
very
I,
nicely.
I think the chemistry, the cast will perfect. From the young the young actress and the older ones, they were all a good match. That's why that this series is so special. What has life been for you since Gadis Kretek? I know you have been famous. You have always been famous in Indonesia, but has Gadis Kretek added a new dimension at home and
Yes.
internationally?
I think it did give added a new dimension. I was like, this is like, okay, next year is gonna be my 25th year since my first film, since I put myself in the film industry, and it's given me a very good chance to reflect on where am I in my career, where am I in my life, and where do I want to go from here. And it's a very good opportunity to rethink about which direction do I want to grow. Like right now, I'm also educating myself to be a director and a writer also. And this year, and this December, I'm actually finishing my first feature film script that I've been working on for the last 1 year with Rahabi as my producer.
Okay.
And now I'm thinking of pitching it. And I think next year I'm gonna produce one or two films, produce and play in it. So Margot Robbie is I'm a big fan of her, and I really like to work like her. Um, and At the moment, actually, by the time Gadis Kretek is being launched and being in world premiere, I'm actually in the middle of a shoot of another series. Right now, I'm in the middle of shooting. Okay, today is my break. That's why I'm meeting my
Okay,
friends.
thank you.
Yeah, but actually yesterday and tomorrow I'm gonna be on set again because right now I'm working in another production called Ratu Adil. It's gonna be out in January. So wait for it if you guys want to see. It's a whole different genre. I'll be working with action scenes.
Okay.
It's a whole different theme. So it's really nice to have an opportunity to really stretch from different theme and genre.
Do you prefer playing period movies or contemporary movies?
Both. I love them
Okay.
both. I like fantasy, action. I like genre. I like comedy. I like to not to take yourself seriously too. Like everything. I like anything.
How did you ended up with a role in Putri Gunung?
Yeah, I think they contacted my mother. I think Datin Tiara ya.
Yes.
She contacted me through who ya? Who ya? Tapi I think it's through my mom. And she told me that I got a role for you. Okay. Well, for me, I think it's just a very great opportunity to be working with a different production, outside of my country. I think it's such a golden opportunity. So I took it, and it's just like what, several days shoot. It was like somewhere you need to go to KL, and then you need to fly off somewhere in a different city, and then you need to drive off to a very remote set, and then there you work, and it's really fast. Wow, no reading, no practice. It's like okay, I'm suddenly the character. Okay, I'm just gonna deliver. And I was really young, so I hope if I have that kind of opportunity again, I would prepare more because I was really clueless that time.
Yeah. We will say hi to Tiara. She's my friend. And
Hi,
and
Tiara, how
Tiara,
are you?
if you ever get Dian to the movie again, you're gonna pay her more, a lot more now. Okay. I have a final question for you. Okay, now, so you have spoken quite a bit about your family life, your husband, and so forth. Okay. So how do you spend your time, okay, with your family? I'm given to understand that there are some rules that you do have, like no selfie with fans. I'm sorry. When I'm out with my family, you got to respect my space and my time. Is that correct?
Usually, my Saturday and Sunday is always family days, and when I'm with them, usually I go to because I need to entertain the family, right? Sometimes we go to the mall, we go and get lunch at the mall, we go to any restaurants, and then like after Gadis Kretek, like a lot of people have they want to take pictures with me. I would usually cater them. But when I'm with my kids, I made this
Yeah.
habit of politely saying no because I had an experience that when I say yes, like then more and more people will come and ask for the same thing.
Yes.
And then it results in my kids waiting for me, catering all those requests and them feeling that they're not priority and I don't want that to happen. So yeah. So
Okay.
when I don't have any shooting and then my kids are having their holiday, usually we go to sports club, we go play tennis, we go swimming, and sometimes we go eat out, watching movies. There's a lot of movies in theater right now. Holiday kids holiday movie. And usually we try to catch them all.
Okay, Dian, I need you to give, as we wrap it up, please give a final message to all your fans in Malaysia.
To all my fans in Malaysia, thank you so much for watching Gadis Kretek, Cigarette Girl. Thank you so much, and thank you for the love and the appreciation for our craftsmanship. It took us our heart and soul to the work. I hope you guys can feel it too. Thank you so much, and please wait for our next project coming up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much
Thank
to
you.
followers from around the world. Please watch Gadis Kretek, which is rated under the category of wajib ditonton. You must watch it.
Yay!
Yes. If you do not watch it, you don't know what you missed. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Dian, for joining us.
Thank
We are so
you.
happy. We catch up again. Happy holidays and take care.
Take care. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.